What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another short video. Today we're going to be going through my Royal Rumble predictions for WWE. And the reason I want to talk about WWE a little bit on this channel is because I like watching wrestling, guys. And I feel like I want you guys to get to know me more as a person. So I'm going to just do predictions this year for every single pay-per-view. I'm not going to predict Saturday night's main events or anything like that. I do be watching them, but I don't know if I want to predict those, quite frankly, because technically those really aren't like um, pay-per-views. But anyway, let's get on into the video. We only got 2 minutes to do this. So the first match we have is Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn, and I believe Drew McIntyre is going to win this match, guys. I do think that they're going to do a lot of moments in the match where it looks like Sami Zayn is about to win. Um, and you were going to hear Michael Cole say, do you believe in miracles and stuff? But at the end of the day, I don't see Drew McIntyre losing the title in his first defense. They could do Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, and that's where Sami Zayn gets the win. Um, Another thing that they could do if they wanted to give Sami the belt is to have Jacob Fatu or maybe Cody Rhodes interfere in this match, costing Drew McIntyre the match. I don't see them going that route though, just because the other two men are in the Rumble. So I do believe that um, Drew McIntyre will retain his title. The next match we have, guys, is Gunther versus AJ Styles. And this match is actually really interesting because AJ Styles is putting his career on the line. And a lot of people have been saying that AJ Styles is going to lose and then go to TNA or AEW. Look, guys, I think that we need to bring back the whole retirement angle. It needs to be like once you say you're done, you're done. Like there is no coming back. I don't think that they should um, have AJ Styles um, lose and then keep wrestling. It just does not make sense. The whole retirement angle, guys, needs to um, kind of play out the way it's going to play out. And quite frankly, I think that we need to keep that going. So if AJ Styles loses, that's it. He's done. If Gunther loses, AJ Styles gets to keep going. So I think that we should have um, AJ Styles needs to win. I don't think he's going to retire just yet. It doesn't make sense for AJ Styles to retire. And WWE has backed themselves in a corner to where it's like, what do they do now? Because you have Gunther who just retired John Cena, but now he's about to take an L to AJ Styles because it's not time for AJ Styles to just retire yet. What I think they could do is to protect both of these men is Gunther tries to cheat, but it backfires on him. Maybe he tries to hit AJ Styles with a weapon when the ref's knocked down, but the referee gets back up just in time to see Gunther hit AJ Styles with a chair or something like that. Basically, AJ Styles wins, but Gunther gets DQ'd or something like that. I do believe that Gunther versus AJ Styles is going to happen at WrestleMania. I don't think AJ Styles' career is going to be on the line though. I could see AJ Styles retiring at the end of the year, or um, just having his final match be against someone else. I don't think it's going to be Gunther. The next person Gunther should retire is Brock Lesnar. I do think AJ Styles has a few more matches left in him. I know they just did Punk versus AJ Styles, but there's still a few more matches that we could see AJ Styles do in WWE that we still haven't seen. And then his retirement match, I mean, it could be against Gunther down the line, but I just don't see him retiring at the Rumble, to be honest. the next match, guys, we have is the Women's Royal Rumble. And this match is going to um, be an interesting one. I can only see two people realistically winning this Rumble, and that's Liv Morgan or Bianca Belair. I really don't see anybody else winning the Rumble. And the problem is, the Elimination Chamber is always for the number one contendership as well. I don't think they should do a number one contendership match at the Elimination Chamber this year. Just because of who I think is going to win the Rumble, I don't think the Elimination Chamber should be a number one contendership match for the women's title this year. I think they should do the tag team title match inside the Elimination Chamber this year. I'm predicting Liv Morgan to win the entire Royal Rumble this year, just because she just got back from injury. She's over. They could do Stephanie versus Liv Morgan. Bianca Belair is going to return in this match, I believe. And that's why I also said like she could realistically win, because her versus Jade is a good WrestleMania match, and I could see WWE maybe pushing Bianca Belair into the main event scene again when she comes back, but I think that we could get to that storyline a different way. But I also don't want to see Bianca Belair win another Elimination Chamber because she's already won two. But she's won a Rumble as well. So that's kind of why it's like WWE's kind of like in a corner right now, because it's like either way, if they do the Elimination Chamber for the number one contendership, they could have Liv Morgan win that. But like I said, Bianca Belair's already won a Rumble, so she'll become a two-time Royal Rumble winner. And we just saw Charlotte Flair win her second Rumble and become the first ever woman to win two Royal Rumbles. And that's why I kind of figured, you know what, maybe Liv Morgan wins the Rumble. Maybe we do the Elimination Chamber for something else. Maybe a mid-card belt, the U.S. title, the IC title, or maybe the tag team titles. Switch it up a little bit. And then we can do Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill a different way. Maybe Jade Cargill keeps abusing the mid-cards in the locker room, and Bianca Belair won't stand for that. And there's your storyline for that match. It could literally just be as simple as that, you know? Like, Bianca Belair is a locker room leader, and she is here to protect the lower people, the people under her. And that's what builds the match for WrestleMania. Final four in the Women's Rumble. Obviously, if I predict Liv Morgan to win, it's going to be her. I do believe Bianca Belair will be part of the Final Four. And then I've got, let's see, Alexa Bliss, and let's see, I don't know if she'll be in the Rumble though. You know what? I'm gonna predict Raquel Rodriguez as well. Even though she has a title shot coming up, I think. Unless she already got the title shot. Either way, those are my final four for the Women's Royal Rumble. It's kind of pretty tough to predict the women's stuff compared to the men's. The men's is pretty predictable. Surprise returns, guys. I got Trish Stratus, Bianca Belair, maybe Alita. I predict maybe like 2 or 3 NXT entrances, and then I do predict like 1 or 2 TNA entrances. I don't know anybody from NXT. I don't know anybody from TNA. So every time those people come out, it's like, who? But gotta keep the what do you call it? The hardcore fans happy. I'm a hardcore fan, but I'm also not a hardcore fan because I don't watch Raws, I don't watch SmackDowns. I basically just watch pay-per-views. But I stay up to date with who the champions are and like stuff like that. NXT, I see names, but I don't really know who they are until I see them on the main roster. The Men's Royal Rumble, guys. And I cannot believe this video is like 10 minutes. Let's talk about it. So, surprise entrances, I predict Joe Hendry, if that even counts. I predict Chad Gable returning. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I know this might be a little crazy, but I'm predicting Kevin Owens to return. The only reason I'm predicting Kevin Owens to return is because on Spotify the other day, somebody like remade a Kevin Owens theme song and it has Woods in it. And I'm thinking if someone is remaking this song and adding Woods, I feel like Kevin Owens could possibly be returning. I hope he does, but also if he ain't ready, I don't want him to force himself to come back. If he's medically cleared and they say it's safe for him to wrestle, then yeah, he can come back. Um, I'm also gonna predict Chris Jericho. Um, I feel like if he doesn't come back though, we really shouldn't be surprised because I did see something saying that he's going on a tour with his band. So if he's doing that, he's not gonna come to WWE. But I'll predict it just to be safe because a lot of people are predicting his return. And then they kind of spoiled Roman and Brock already. Oh, Obafemi will debut, guys, in the Royal Rumble. I think he's going to come out pretty early on, honestly. I'm going to predict number 1 and 2 right here, and they're going to be in it for a long time. I predict number 1 to be Cody Rhodes. I predict number 2 to be Obafemi. All right, so Final Four, guys. Our Final Four is pretty simple. I've got Cody Rhodes. I've got Obafemi lasting all the way through to the Final Four. I got LA Knight, who's going to be a surprise return. And then I've got Braun Breaker. If he's in the Rumble, I do think he's going to make it to the end too. Well, actually, no. I forgot the winner. So take out Braun Breaker, actually. I think Braun Breaker gets eliminated from some kind of thing. I forgot. Roman Reigns, guys, will be in the Final Four. So Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and then Obafemi and LA Knight. Those are going to be the last 4. You could switch out LA Knight with Braun Breaker, to be honest, to have the 2 favorites be in it. But I do think that Braun Breaker is not winning this Royal Rumble. I do predict Gunther gets eliminated by Brock Lesnar, and he goes back in to eliminate Lesnar, setting up a WrestleMania match between those two as well. Unless he's retiring him at SummerSlam and they're waiting, but honestly, this is a WrestleMania match. So I do think that this is a year that it happens. Gunther versus Lesnar at Mania. I have LA Knight getting eliminated first, and then I have Cody Rhodes getting eliminated afterwards. I do think Drew McIntyre goes in there to Claymore kick Cody Rhodes and eliminate him. So the final 2 from the Men's Rumble I have is Obafemi and Roman Reigns. And it looks like Obafemi is about to win, but I have Roman Reigns getting the best of Obafemi and winning his second ever Royal Rumble at Saudi Arabia. Whether he challenges Drew McIntyre or whether he challenges CM Punk is up to WWE. They have a story for both, to be honest. They could do Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, and this whole story could be that Drew McIntyre hates the bloodline. He hates Roman Reigns. He's the champion now, and he wants to prove that he could beat Roman Reigns. And then CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, you could literally just have Roman Reigns tell CM Punk that, yeah, he might respect him now, but he still doesn't like him, and he chooses him to fight at WrestleMania. But anyway, guys, that is it for the Royal Rumble predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.